Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Missflips. Today's video is going to be short and sweet because tomorrow I am releasing my Ugly Duckling Challenge video where I am going to be making this guy turn into something mysterious because, the video releases tomorrow. Anyways, in today's episode, I am going to be telling you guys all of the little tricks of the trade that I have learned throughout my first year of furniture flipping and what I think is so important if you are just getting started in furniture flipping or are figuring out whether or not this is something that you want to make a full-time hustle or a side hustle. For me, there are two kinds of flippers. Not to say that one is any better than the other, by the way. If you flip furniture, that's great, that's all that matters. But there are two kinds of furniture flippers. They're the kinds of people who just want to make a quick profit and are just, looking to sell things really fast. Or they're the type of people that actually enjoy the process, that enjoy the artistry of it and want to put the work into it and the time into it to make a piece that they're proud of or whatever the case may be. They just really like the process of flipping furniture, and both are great, but you have to determine which kind of furniture flipper you are. Are you in it just to make a quick profit, or are you in it because of the artistry part of it? Because both sides have very different processes. I have my personal color combination that I find that sells really well, and that is black and gold, and I sell those really quickly and get those out bam bam bam. But I also have the pieces that I want to dedicate the time and effort into, and that I love painting because they're so art deco and cool and unique, and that's the part of the artistry that I love. But if you're just looking to make a quick profit off of it, I would do exactly what I did as far as, finding the color combination that works best for you, whether it be like natural wood and black or just a solid color black, solid color white, whatever the case may be, and eliminating any extra steps that you have to do. So that's eliminating, sanding your piece down to like natural wood, taping off certain parts of the piece because you want that natural wood to show through, like it's eliminating all the extraneous steps, all the extra steps that you would have to take in order to make it, like artsy and unique or whatever the case may be, and just making it a piece that you can resell for money. So the first step is just deciding whether or not this is something that you want to invest your time in, or if this is just something that you're looking to, be a quick little side hustle. That's when you can go in and figure out which color combos work for you and how fast each color combo sells. And then also, it's where you can kind of figure out your style, figure out, which style works for you, what inspires you to keep creating, what keeps that, creative juices flowing. I've seen a lot of furniture flippers, specialize in like the two-toned mid-century kind of like blues and browns and blacks and browns, and leave the top two drawers, unpainted and everything. I think that that's a really popular style. I've seen people who specialize in like, farmhouse, and then there's like the kind of patinaed look that a lot of furniture flippers kind of go for. And so learning how to flip furniture also is learning how to find your style and what brings you the most joy. If this is something that you plan on doing for a long time, you want to make it fun for yourself. You don't ever want to get burnt out or bored with what you're doing with your furniture. So find the style that works best for you and the style that sells and will keep people interested and engaged in what you do. Speaking of keeping people engaged and interested, social media is a huge thing when it comes to selling furniture. Instagram is one thing, YouTube is one thing, but TikTok is the new thing that everybody is on. If you're not on there as an artist, I would highly recommend it because so many people go on TikTok and you can go from 100 followers to all of a sudden like 200K just with one video. Like it's crazy, and I have gotten a taste of that. I haven't gotten, I think I have like 6,000 followers or something, but that was only from like two of my most viral videos that really got me there. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because my numbers of the people going to my Etsy shop from TikTok exploded. As soon as my video went viral, my Etsy shop views just through the roof. Like It was insane how much of a difference it made. So do not underestimate the power that TikTok has, that social media has. Post your available listings on social media, market yourself through social media. It can make a huge difference. While we're on the topic of, social media and Etsy, I would highly recommend getting an Etsy page set up. I have a whole tutorial on this. If you guys want to go check out how to set up an Etsy store and how to list things specifically on there. But I'm just gonna real quick say, you can list things and put in the description that they're sold and like put a little picture up that says they're sold and whatnot, and just have them there as examples of your work. And that's how I've gotten most of my commissions. Most of my commissions have been from people across the country. In Boston, I've had one in New York. Actually, I've had two in New York. I'm currently doing one for someone in San Francisco. So most of my commissions aren't even locally based. They are people who find me on Etsy through things like TikTok, through things like Instagram. So an Etsy page for me is so important. And if you guys want to find out more on how to do Etsy stuff, go and click on that little thing. That little thing? I always mess that up. Click on the link that will show up in one of these corners, and it'll take you straight to my video about Etsy. Also, if you're looking for a way to make just completely passive income, start a YouTube channel. People always will follow furniture flippers. It's not too saturated. It's not that there's too many furniture flippers out there. Every single person flips furniture differently. So the odds are you probably will too. And you're gonna find out your own methods, your own style, and filming the process and editing a video is so easy. For me, I use the free software on my Mac. I use the iMovie, I use my phone to film. And once you build up enough of a following, you can start making money off of it. And it's also just another way to bring in potential customers. People watch your stuff on YouTube and can hit you up and be like, hey, I actually really like your stuff, blah, 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 blah. One thing leads to another and you have another client. Since you're already flipping a piece, since you're already painting it, already sanding it, you might as well film it and get some money out of the filming process. Especially if you already filmed some of the process for your TikTok. Put your shorts up there. YouTube has a short feature now, so you can just, put the shorts on and let her go. I know a lot of TikTokers that actually put their YouTube video or put their TikTok videos on YouTube without editing the format or anything. They just literally put it on as is, as a TikTok, and they have a whole YouTube subscription based off of their TikTok videos. So you can do the exact same thing. But if you want to make it like, a longer process like the videos that I do and like so many other furniture flippers do, go ahead. It's not that hard. Another way to think about making income is to, when you're doing your Instagram and your social media stuff, seek out brands that want partners, that want to partner with you specifically, and get their products, promote their products, get paid, make deals, all that sort of stuff. I actually haven't done that. One, because I just don't like the idea of being held in a contract, but I do know so many flippers, almost all the flippers that I know have partnerships with other brands. So that's just an idea to throw out there. It's just another way to make income off of it. And yeah, another way to make passive income off of flipping furniture is to find something that isn't staged well on Facebook Marketplace. Like, pick something up. It doesn't even really have to be in that good of shape. If it's at a low enough price, all you have to do is buy the piece, put it wherever you stage your stuff, stage it well, and list it for a higher price. Staging is literally everything. Everything. You can find really bad photos of an amazing piece, and that will not sell half as well as a bad piece with great staging. I've done this with several pieces myself. I've literally just bought a piece off of Facebook Marketplace and brought it home and just resold it. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't paint it, didn't sand it, didn't clean it even. I just literally posted it with some staging and that was it. And that's a great way to make really fast income. But for those things, don't expect to get as high of a price as you would if you actually put the work and effort into it. But you know, say you got a dresser for 50 bucks, you can probably stage it really nicely. And if it does need some cleaning, you can clean it up, give it a little bit of a shine, and resell it for like, you know, 200 bucks. And if you got it for 50, that's a $150 profit. I've done it with couches, I've done it with chairs, I've done it with shelves, I've done it with a desk. And it's a really good return that you get off of those items for not a lot of effort. So when I say furniture flipping, I don't mean that you have to like sand down a piece and put in your blood, sweat, and tears into, you know, making this the most extravagant, beautiful piece you've ever seen. Just resell it for more money. But back to staging. Staging, like I said, is one of the most important aspects of furniture flipping. You can have a gorgeous piece, but if it's really dull and not a great photo, bad lighting, bad placement, bad, you know, decorations or too much decorations, whatever the case may be, it's probably not gonna sell as well as something that has, you know, really nice lighting, tasteful on-theme decorations, and you probably won't get the price that you would for one of those with a good photo. And when I talk about staging, when I stage my pieces, I hardly ever put anything on them. It depends on the piece though. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want the piece just to make the statement by itself, and I don't want anything else to detract from that piece. But sometimes I feel like, you know, certain pieces need a little bit of decoration to show exactly what I'm envisioning for the piece. But most of the time, honestly, I only make sure that the lighting is good. And by good, I mean I open my garage, let the natural light come in, and shoot the piece up against a white wall. And I am telling you, it is just as effective as it would be staging it. I usually sell my pieces within the first few days. Sometimes it does take a little longer, especially in the winter, but we'll get back to that in a second. But you know, sometimes it does take a few weeks to sell a piece, but I am telling you, lighting is just as important as staging. You can have no props, no decorations, no nothing, but as long as you have good lighting, it'll show off the piece, be super tasteful, classy, clean, and people will eat that up. But speaking of winter sales versus summer sales, do not expect consistent sales throughout the year. I heard from so many furniture flipper friends that, like, you know, oh, here comes the winter, it's gonna be a, you know, slow time, blah, blah, blah. I'm preparing for this, I'm preparing for that. And I was like, all right, I'll believe it when I see it type of thing. And sure enough, my sales dipped. Like, I was still selling pieces, but they were just dragging and taking so much longer to sell. Especially after Black Friday and Christmas, people aren't really looking to spend more money, so they kind of hunker down and stay in where it's warm and cozy and don't really spend much money. And it's a trend that I think goes for all businesses. That's why you always have your biggest sales during the winter, because that's when business slows down the most. And then it picks back up in the spring and summertime. So don't worry if you're, you know, going through a slow patch during the winter. That is normal. That is very, very normal, and it will pick back up again. All right, guys, so this is my 2 cents on how to be a furniture flipper, how to be successful at it, and what to do to be successful at it. I hope that you guys learned a lot, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video where I will be participating in the Ugly Duckling Challenge. Stay flippin'.